It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Mike Williams. He's coming off a game where he had the hot hands, over 160 yards receiving. It's the Chargers and the Hawks, next on Madden Football.
Two former division rivals in the old AFC West, the Seahawks and Chargers, are underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
As Seattle's offense comes onto the field, we'll see a 10-year... Center, guy who broke into the league as a starter back in 2013, Geno Smith. They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker.
And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. Over the middle, complete. That's Walker. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. DeAndre Carter back deep. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Los Angeles taking the field led by Justin Herbert, 3rd-year man out of Oregon whose career is off to an incredibly productive start. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. On to give. This is Eckler. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 2nd and 5 down. Herbert will find Williams on the slant. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, his 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. And we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And they will not get a
chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive.
And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. Where do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. On the return, Carter. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Herbert on first down now. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Here's Smith. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. Now it's Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. That time, a 6-play drive.
And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
Well, kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Bears and Patriots from Foxborough. A rematch of Super Bowl 20. Bears won that one 46-10. But fear not for the Patriots, if I remember correctly. Well, they've won a few in the years following.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Smith. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
The LA offense ready for this next possession.
It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Finding Williams once more, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Into a sea of defenders had intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
We'll get started out in Denver. And it's the Jets who have the lead in the second quarter. Zach Wilson has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head through the four corners down to Arizona. Check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Kyler Murray, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And you can see they lead the visiting Houston Texans at halftime. Derek Carr has a couple of touchdown passes there. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half, and this tells the story right here. As a unit,
negative yards passing through 2 quarters of play. That is something you almost never see. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
His first catch of this third quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down.
The handoff, it's Eckler.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Got his man, it's Williams.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Here's Herbert.
It's Williams on the catch. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And this time, not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
On first down, Justin Herbert.
Caught left side, Williams. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Now Gino on first down. He lets it fly for Lockett. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Now Smith. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 19. Walker now on first and 10. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Joey Bosa in on the stop. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Let's go now.
Desperation time for Smith on fourth down. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Eckler, they run left side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here, Herbert. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Chargers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.